Hi, everybody. We are back with Mountain Climber mode. This is the test that our friend Eclectic has put together. Last week we ran this, and we did it with having a starting mitts in the seed. This week we are going to just start with gloves, and there's going to be 2 additional gloves put into the pool to, get the opportunity to get the mitts. So this will be a little bit different on that end. I'm just going to create my file real because I want to make sure that we're up and running. And, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Wow, can't even get the... Thanks. Alright, looks like we're good. We have the correct hash and everything. I'm going to just make sure that that's what I see here. Yes. Alright, I'm readying up. Or I'm ready, just double checking because I think we had put the invite out there to Tark and stuff like that, but I don't know if anyone else is gonna jump into this. So right now it's just me, Scanler, and Eclectic testing this out. And I think we're just gonna possibly, yep, we're just gonna jump in. So let's do it. So this is a standard start. So we do have to go through escape. But we have a hammer to start, so that's going to be like our key thing here. Whoops. The other big difference with this seed that we're going to see today is... that was too early. That's way too... There we go. I thought that was still too early. I'm trying to figure out how early I can grab those bushes. The other key thing that we're going to see today is there is a pseudo boots item, which is brand new, because normally pseudo boots is only something you just start the seed out with. And instead, it has been made an item. And there are 2 of them in the item pool as well. I also have no idea how that's going to fuck up the tracker, and I also don't know how extensively that was tested and whether or not it works properly. So that's going to be fun. I'm guessing Eclectic did, but we'll find out if we find one of them. Nice job. Also, you'll notice that in this seed we started out with 5 hearts, or 8 hearts, and that's the only hearts we're going to get the entire time. The other thing that's important to note about this is that it is, and I should probably mark this just because it fits the logic right, it is a dungeon shuffle, but because we are starting out with the escape sequence, Pyro Castle and Aga Tower are vanilla. Cool. But we have a simple dungeon shuffle, which means the rest of the dungeons can be in almost any other spot. The exception would be deserts and TR. They have to be shuffled among themselves because of the number of entrances. If you do a true full shuffle of dungeons, Hyrule Castle, Desert, and TR shuffle among themselves. Hi, Phillips. Yeah, it's not really progressive because you're never going to get the actual boots in this mode. We just said, like, one of the things that's going to deter people... Hello, Zelda. Follow me. one of the things that would deter people from playing this mode is not being able to run at all. So when we talked about that last week, the suggestion was, well, you could possibly start with pseudo boots. And Eclectic's idea was, well, what if you could get pseudo boots as an item? Well, none of the current branches actually do that, because pseudo boots is just a starting item only. There's no, like, you don't actually pick it up ever. So in this version, pseudo boots is an actual pickup, and just like all the other key items, there's 2 of them somewhere in the game. So we'll see what that looks like. So I'm excited to see how that works once we find one of them, if we find one of them. If is the optimal word. The good news is we got bombs pretty easily, because I think Uncle literally gave us some. And then we got some more. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, rats. Fucking idiots. Okay, we're just gonna murder a bunch of snakes. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't take us too long to find a sword, because then that might push me into some Dark World stuff early, but since dungeons are shuffled, I might be more enticed this time to do that in general. It's just go to the Dark World and see what's at Thieves Town and not wait on that. I also, oh, Skull Woods I think is always vanilla because of these settings. Maybe. We'll have to double check that. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, we basically got our starting mitts anyway. But more importantly, we got a sword. So the goal is still, I mean, if I see it, I just know it's going to be, yeah, it'll probably, you're right, it might throw it off a little bit. I could have just checked off pseudo boots, probably. Okay, so red crystal at Hera, desert's green. So here's where I'm going to save a little bit of time this time. I'm not even going to go... Like, I will check the Lost Woods. I'm not even going to look at Lumberjack. Because whatever's there, I probably don't care about. Like, I just don't care. Because we can't get it anyway. We don't have boots. There's no boots. I think last time I checked it, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, that should be an item that we cannot get. Yeah, we'll grab the bombs. Why not? Okay. Ooh. Dungeons are random, yes. So, it's a simple dungeon shuffle. Okay, so because Hyrule Castle has to be vanilla, in order to do the escape sequence, Turtle Rock and Desert could be swapped, and then all the single entrance dungeons are shuffled among themselves, including GT. So basically, at GT itself has to be one of our 3 pendant dungeons, or just GT that's, like, that we might have to do later. Because beating GT should still be a goal, because it's just the standard 7-7 with additional options. So after clearing out the village and looking for some stuff, I might just want to find out what is at Thieves. I'm even more enticed to do it if we find a mirror early. Okay. Well, now going to Eastern, well, we don't know if Eastern's there, but doing Eastern is totally beatable. Let's see. There's also 3 flutes in the pool. It'd be nice if one of them showed up, just so we could check some of these entrances quicker. We could check off the library, we could check off Lumberjack, we could check off the boots checks in general. Oh yeah, I do have a bottle. For a minute there I was like, can I do this? Yes, yes you can. Alright, let's peek at race game, I guess. Kinda shitty. Yeah, we want that. Alright, that's what I was kind of hoping to find there. Now we can also, like, go to the Dark World and do Smith Chain if the dungeon at Thieves Town's not something we can beat right now. Okay. Also, dip into Skullwoods. If we find a... Actually, we'll probably do Village of Outcasts first. That way, if we find a fire rod, then we can just go up there, and we'll feel a little bit better. And see if the dungeon... Like I said, if we could beat the dungeon at Village of Outcasts, that would be huge. Alright. So, Meyer and Pod, that's shitty. And Skullwoods is the other 5-6. Okay. Good to know. Little added protection. That's cool. Should we find out what this is right now? Let's find out what it is. Para. Well, the good news is we can beat it. We don't need a fire source. we'll check this, and then we're just gonna concentrate on the dungeons. I think we've done enough overworld crap. Sure. Big key? You suck. Alright. See if we get our second item up here, then we don't have to worry about this. We got 2 chances at it. Here and on the boss. Boo. Nice job. No, I knew that was bad. I hate it when I'm bad at Moldrum. Alright. Now he played nice. Give me the second item. Alright. I'm happy. Alright, so I'm going to switch up what I'm going to do, because since we got the Mitts and Mirror, we're going to just do Smith Chain down to whatever's at Swamp, and see if we can do that dungeon next. We have a handful of locations we could just check on the way. Because the other wacky thing about this is if we find GT, we could do the entire left side. And, like, that has some value potential in there. But I also don't want to spend a lot of time doing that, because last time it was shit. But, depending on the item layout, it might be something I have to do. Okay. Wow, that took way too long to get 10 arrows. That was so dumb. Thanks, game. Hey, look, pseudo boots, and they worked. Alright, this suddenly just got a lot better. Okay. Let's check the dungeon. We can also drain the dam if we need to. What's here? Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, we have a lot of stuff that we could get that might just show up there, but it could also just be a giant trap. Okay. I was hoping. I couldn't remember if that worked with pseudo or not. Some bonks do, some don't. Okay. So the nice part about this, we cannot climb without a fire source anyway. So we might as well just finish this left side and get out. What, then I'm gonna find a fire source? I mean, I'm okay with that. But I did say I would find GT probably, and then nothing was here on the left side. I'm not gonna complain finding one because that'll let me go and do Skullwoods and other stuff. I might not do the climb here right away though. I'm gonna have to do it at some point though. It is required. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing if I get this dungeon out of the way. I gotta ask whether or not GT is mostly junk filled, because I feel like I have not gotten much out of here at all. I don't remember him saying that, but I feel like it's been pretty shit. Both seeds I've played now. I did that too early. Screw that. Bob, you're annoying. Alright, so not junk filled. Just maybe not getting lucky. So I left with a Cape, Bamos, and Berna. Whatever. I'm gonna check Hype Cave, and then I'm just gonna head to Pod Eastern area, because that's probably the right move. Alright, that's good. It's also good. Other bow. Not the silvers, but that's the other bow. We don't get silvers in this mode, though. Alright. I'm skipping Mini Moldworm for now, and hopefully that's not a mistake. Did I did not even check Saha, did I? I guess I could do it real quick. Need a regular bomb, dingus. How about double cape? Beautiful. Alright, we can do it. Found those flippers, drained the dam just in time. Okay, can we not? Oh my god. Worst room in the game. I got destroyed there. Fuck you. I'm not doing left side. There's no way. There it is. And get the right pixel. I fucking set it up wrong. Ugh, why? I think I know what I'm doing there when I do that too. Just there. That's correct. Yeah, that one's not too bad. You get yourself exactly a pixel above, like a pixel gap between you and the border on the bottom of the screen. Lay the bomb to the right. And then you kind of wedge yourself in that corner, and that's how I do the Samaria diver down anyway, so it's the same movement. It makes it a little bit easier. And then you hold left, and if you did everything correctly, it puts you in that spot, and you just hold up and you jump in the water. It takes a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty consistent. Except for like when I screwed up the first one, but I know exactly what I'm doing when I mess it up. The only other complaint I have, and there's not much you could probably do about this because it might just be on the build, I'm pretty sure this on slow ROM. Because I'm feeling lag when I do this fight. Ugh. Oh, fuck off. Cool. Just kill it. The other mitt. Okay. This is a crystal, and we can beat it. All right. Always nice when I don't fuck up this room. Really? I thought I was okay there. Well, we get one more chance at this. Okay. That time it was apparently correct. Why haven't I found my powder yet? Move. Alright. Please. Alright, that's nice. At least it's not a B. Let's do something different here. If this is the big key, we're gonna want this before we go into the other room. Okay, it's not, but that's okay. We know the big keys with freezers, and then we can go and get the big chest. Because here's a neat one too, Phillips. If you don't know this bomb jump, this one's free. Okay. So in this room, all you have to do is get yourself in this corner and just lay a bomb. Free. So going backwards is easier than going the other way. So we get the big key, drop down here, and if this isn't the third item, then we just know it's on Cold Stare. And the other reason why I routed this that way is because I did the bomb jump, I can just go right down. So for me, this was a little bit more efficient, I think. Okay. We have a fairy in a bottle. That was a bad miss. I was a little bit late on that. Nice double. Alright. Decent Cold Stare fight after missing the initial spin. Is there an easy way to bomb jump in the TR East entrance to get to the big chest? I don't think so. I think that one is some Mario hookshot locked right now. At least from my recollection, I think that's the case. Okay. Alright, let's find out what dungeon's here, because if this is Thieves, we can do it. It's also something we can do. Cool. Swag. No, but when you're still like experimenting and learning some stuff, of course you want to find out if it works, right? But I think that one does not have a lineup for it, but I might be wrong. And someone's probably figured out a lineup that might work, but I don't think there is one. All right, so we have not seen Pod. We don't care, honestly. Thieves Town's the bigger deal. Because Thieves Town we could just beat once we find it. It might be up at Hera. We don't have logical access to the mountain. We could definitely sequence break it, though. I've been waiting on doing that, but I think it's probably time after this that we just do it. As long as we're clearing out dungeons, I wasn't that worried about it. Yeah, I knew that I didn't do that right. I might want to consider just doing mini moldworm. Nice butter. I probably shouldn't be doing this check. It's probably just the compass. Yeah, but mini molar with 5 items and I just haven't gone there yet. It's kind of probably dumb. Oh, alright, we got our first flute. That just put the mountain in logic. Well, not really, because we don't have a lamp. Alright. I like that, though. That lets me do a couple things quicker. Let's, oh yeah, we don't even have that. Oh god, slow rum. So honestly, now that I have a flute, I'm probably not going to do any other checks. I'm going to go up the mountain and find out what's at Hera. That's a bigger concern. I fucked it up. It's too far to the side. You know, if I was quicker there... I forgot. Can't do it in one Okay. Oh, no, I'm dumb. I got a mirror first. It's alright. Actually, maybe we go and see... We might not need to touch... Well, okay, we need to find out whether or not Turtle Rock is a desert. And we could see if we can open up the Mire entrance. Let's actually do that stuff, and then we'll go up the mountain. Because I don't necessarily want to check all these mountain checks either. I'll be drawn into them. Because we definitely need a Fire Rod. We definitely need Samaria. Okay, we can open that. We'll do this real quick. Okay, this is Turtle Rock. I really don't have any interest in being here right now. I think the way the Turtle Rock works, this is probably the big chest. Yeah. So you have, so the laser bridge is actually locked at the entrance you can't get to. So this dungeon's Samaria locked. So Turtle Rock main is here. This is not desert left. Jesus, Turtle Rock left. Let me open this while I label the rest of it. This is right. And then the boss room is actually here, which means desert is up at TR. But I don't care about desert. Alright, what's this? Okay, okay. So we need to find out what's in the back of, so the Skullwoods boss location is shuffled. Alright. It just wasn't last time we did this. And I did not know for sure whether or not that was turned on or not. I missed the bumper. Okay. So we do need to come back here. So Thieves Town's probably at Hera. Let's get the save and quit real quick. This will take seconds. It doesn't have to be Thieves Town there, though. It could be Mire. And Thieves Town could then be locked by a Fire Rod at the back of Skullwoods, which means we just gotta get a Fire Rod. Like, pronto. I did it. Just, come on. Go away. That's fun. Another shovel. Another flute. That's a funny flute. Alright, so please be what I'm thinking it is. No! Alright. I hate it. So Thieves Town should be back here. Alright. Hey, we found a Samaria. That's good. Yeah. Let's see if we can open this or not. That was glitchy. We can. Let's just open it because we might come in here in a little bit. Whoa. I don't want to do that. Alright, so GT is pod. I should probably just mark everything. So we're never going to go into pod in this seed, which is fine with me. So we'll grab this Samaria, and then we're literally a fire rod from go. This is a quicker way to do Paradox. Just go in here when you have mirror. Okay, dude. The hell? Wasn't here or here. Let's try this. It would be funny if it was just sitting right inside Skullwoods. There is a chance there. I want to do Mini Molarm still, I think. Alright, enough. Gotta do these big item locations we skipped early on. I was hoping to go real quick there. Oh, you're just... I'll take those. So we could add some Mario a while ago. How many shovels are we gonna get? Do we have to check that? Seriously? I'm checking Ice Rod Cave for the simple reason of I want Water Walk to go to Hobo. Oh, I didn't get it. Never mind. I thought it worked with Pseudo. Maybe not. I don't remember. Alright, well this is a long check, but whatever. I could just go back and do stuff in TR and hope we find it. Oh, that's a good deal. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, well we don't have powder, so we can grab that. Why did I walk back in? I haven't turned in the mushroom yet because I got that from... I mean, it could be a fire rod, I guess. I could just do it real quick, but I got that from Old Man. So I was thinking, oh, it's not a lamp, probably. That's awesome. Thank you. So maybe we run down, do the dig spot real quick. And then I can do that, and then we just go to Skull Woods and look around. We can eliminate this real quick, though. I'm actually worried. I don't think I ever looked at the item on the desert ledge. And maybe I should check the obvious before I start to, like... Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh shit, it is there. That's a mistake. Okay. So, this is going to be a weird routing in TR because we have to kind of find out where the keys are. And because of the way the entrances work, I'm probably just going to do this. So that's too bad that I just saw that now, because I should have looked at that when I came up here originally. Alright, let's see if we get a key here so we can continue to the front. If we don't, we gotta go out and go through the main entrance. But if we get a key here, we can continue and clear out the entire front from this point. Oh my god. Okay, we got one. Except we died. I have a fairy, though. That's good. Alright. Alright, we're still gonna look over here for small keys. Because we don't want to get F'd on that. And then we can just mirror back. Oh, suit of boots. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I don't know where I am. Hold on. I think I can reset it right here. Okay. God damn it. Oh, don't tell me I fucked up again. Okay, we finally got it. Okay. We're gonna take the heal. Alright, so after this, we need to go to... Well, we're right here, so we can finish Skull Woods. And then we go to the back of Skull Woods to beat Thieves Town. And then climb GT. Funny flutes. Okay, what opened Vamos? We already opened it though. I don't have any keys. Okay, we gotta go to Thieves first then. Gotta get keys from the dungeon, you dumbass. That was a cross keys move right there, where I'm thinking I could just go in because I've collected some. No. Alright, the good news is all you have to do is rush the back. I don't remember if these are random or not. I don't think so. But I'm gonna poke my head in just to make sure. Oh, they are. Okay, well. Fuck me, I guess. I was gonna be wrong, so we'll just grab this key. This is all we need. Amazing. Let's just go. It was just wrong, but... nice. Why did I open that? I'm glad the one thing I opened in here was complete trash. It's fantastic. Nice job not actually hitting the switch. That was impressive. Sausage is the worst, yeah. That's correct. That's hilarious. Don't open up anything, even blind just drops a map. And I accidentally open up the compass. We get nothing out of there, but I didn't want anything out of there, so it's fine. It's just kind of funny how it pans out. Alright, we grabbed one Skullwood small. That's perfect. That's enough to get to Moth. Just, I'm not dealing with this idiot. Wow, everything... Back off. Everything uses its run at me attack. Okay. Can you get away from the spikes? I swear to God. Thank you. Alright, back to G2. nice. Come on. An ass. Get out of here. That was just horrible. I'm not even gonna screw with that. Alright. We're just gonna have an awful... Okay. Lammo 2, kick my ass. That's what's happening. Okay, that was better. Please, thank you. God. Alright. Back on track. How? Dashing through them. How do they do that? Oh, for God. Unnecessary. Thank God for the fairies here. Alright. My arch nemesis today. He's just using every trick in the book. Nice. Can't even hook through the block. I kind of wonder if these guys did Smith Chain at all, because that's where I got my pseudo boots from, and I never found the other ones. I should have gotten in that position a lot sooner. Bad. This is really not good play. It might have been a double. Hard to tell. Alright, good enough. Alright. Let's finish this up. Got the torch glitch. Okay. I wasn't close enough to him there. Oh. All right. Good enough. A little sloppy, but it's a lot harder to do with just Fire Red, I think. Thank you for the GGs. And unless I get sniped, we'll take first place in this one. 1:24:04 official time. Cool. That was fun. Scanler just finished. I sniped him by 20 seconds. 21 seconds to be exact. I love it when that shit happens. We are always finishing so close to each other. It's not even funny. I gotta get into his... First, I want to see where Eclectic is. Eclectic is... I don't know what they're doing. They're cleaning up, I think. I gotta... I had to pop in here. He's so quiet. There we go. Yeah, I'm letting him know how bad my go mode was. Because that was bad. He was at the Link's House portal. Going into Dark World to Ganon when I dropped into Ganon. Okay. Oh, because he finished GT early? Okay. So getting the Bombos early might have been beneficial to me. Because that did open up the Meyer check, which gave us Skullwoods. Because that's the only Bombos that Scanler found, and so me doing left side GT actually did pay off in the seed. Wait, Pyramid Ledge had another Fire Rod? Oh, okay. And yeah, sorry. We're just talking about the different things that were going on here. Oh, I never even did desert. Oh. Yeah, Eclectic never saw the fire rod on Desert Ledge. Uh, that's funny as shit. And that's why he didn't finish. Scanner did a lot of the seed. Alright. I'm going to wrap up from here. We're going to finish chatting about this in Scalar's channel. And then, I don't know, I'll probably be back on doing something tomorrow. We'll see what step ladders are weight, or maybe we'll do a pickup with some of the Go Mood. So, we'll go from there. Misery Mire Boss. Okay. Misery Mire Boss. So Vitreous had the other Bombos. We were making sure that it wasn't in Pod, because Pod had to be junk filled because it was behind all the crystals. Because it was at the GT location. So that's what we were just double checking. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a good night.